Parashat Shelach, would you believe that a sefer would write like this? And in this place, we met this in this Talmud Chacham, and it was next to the polo grounds. You know what the polo grounds is? Polo grounds was where the New York Giants used to play. Or you would say it was next to Ebbets Field. Ever hear what Ebbets Field was?
Yeah.
Or you would say it's next to Yankee Stadium. Or that everyone knows. Would someone write that in a sefer? He's writing a story that's happening. Something happened in the story and he wants to bring out a thought. And in this thought, he writes down that it happened next to Yankee Stadium. Would someone do that? Never.
Why?
Because Yankee Stadium represents what? Avodah Zarah. That's what Yankee Stadium represents. Avodah Zarah.
Why?
The American Avodah Zarah is sports. They cherish these people. Ooh, they're shikurim. Who knows what they are?
What do you do for enjoyment?
That's
not
Avodah Zarah.
Not for cherishment.
But it's Avodah Zarah. You get hooked on it, it becomes a habit, and you have to follow it. And if they win, you're happy. And if they lose, you're sad.
But Jews are
No,
allowed to
let
play
me ask you,
sports.
did they ever give you a penny? Did they ever order from you something from Amazon from you? Never, nothing.
Maybe.
Nothing they took from you. So what do you care about? So what do you feel bad if they lost? I don't understand. If they would have ordered from you and now that they lost, so they're not going to order that much, I understand. But they didn't order from you and nothing. Mamish nothing. And still in all, you get hooked on it. Oh, they lost. So they lost. What do you care? You know what I mean? The terrorists is Avodah Zarah. What is the pshat Avodah Zarah? You know what Avodah Zarah is?
Foreign worship.
Avodah Zarah is you have an enjoyment and you don't get any benefit from it. That's Avodah Zarah. No benefit. Someone Adam Gadol said, like scratching. You have an itch and you scratch, you have an enjoyment, but you get anything from it? Nothing.
What do you mean? You're getting
It
scratched.
itches further.
Yeah, really.
You don't get it. It's
temporary.
just,
It's
it goes for the second, then it itches again.
No, you know, like on a mosquito bite, you itch so hard it starts to bleed, and now see, that's the best.
No, but then it gets worse.
It gets worse.
That's not true.
Not true. It bites and bites you. I don't know what kind.
Worse.
Morris, I don't know what kind of mosquito bite you get. Yeah, it's worse. See here, that's Avodah Zarah.
You used to teach me in Kansas, Jack.
You got so. Rabotai, do you hear my question yet? Not yet. What am I weaning up? I'm weaning up to like this.
Oh.
The pasuk says, "Vayahu v'negav." They went up to the Negev, and they came to Hebron, and Caleb came to Hebron. It doesn't say Vayavohu; it says Vayavo, by himself. And what's in Hebron? Achiman, Sheshai, the Talmai, Yehudei Anak. Who are these people? Monsters, Rishayim. They came down. They were over Averot. So what? Hebron, and you know who's in Hebron? Yankee Stadium is in Hebron.
Obama.
Polo Gardens.
Marat Machpelah.
But it doesn't say the Marat Machpelah. That's my question. It says.
Bomb. Bomb.
That's my question. It's a bomb question.
Bomb question. Bomba se bomba.
Wait. If you would have told me, you're in Hebron and there's the Marat Machpelah, Adam is buried there, Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, it'd be beautiful. But he doesn't say that. He says, Vayavo at Hebron, and Misham Achiman, Shishai v'Talmai, Yehudei Anak, these giants there, and where did they come from? Rashi tells them where they came from. They fell from heaven, because really they were Malachim, and they did Averot.
But this was before the Mahu. No.
This is now, Vayavo, but they lived, these people. They were Malach Yamim.
With Og?
They were born afterwards. With Og. What's going on over here?
From before the Mahu.
Yeah, what's going on? It's like saying this and this happened. A big Chassidish Rebbe had a beautiful tish. There was a mofis, a nest, and guess where it happened? Next to the Yankee Stadium. What?
770.
770 is good.
Let's go. Next, yeah. Next, they come back, and what do they say? They come back, and they say, "Efes ki azam," and you know what? The gam yuidei anaka inosham. We saw the giants. That was good, right? Because they're saying that there's something to be afraid of. But why did the Torah bring that down before?
Also, it only says that Caleb saw Anak. All the other ones saw it also.
He's the
They
only
were,
one
you
who
know
went-
how
He's the
tall
only
they,
one that went to Hebron.
you know how tall they were,
No, but after also they said we're not going to
right? Kachavim, right? Your father's saying very good. So you ready for my answer? My answer is like this. I had this question when I went to sleep last night, and I woke up in the morning and had the answer. The answer's like this. You can see something, and yet you don't see it. What do I mean? The Torah wants to bring out, Caleb came alone. And where did he go to? He went between these giants. Did he get harmed? Did anything happen to him? Did he have a GPS or ways to get there? No. And he comes there, and the big giants are there. Did anything happen to him? No. So why don't you see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will protect you? They come back and they say, there's giants. There's giants. What are you talking about, the giants? But didn't Caleb go to with his giants, and did anything happen to him? Nothing. So you can see something and you don't see it. That's the Tana. The Tana is, why didn't you see? Caleb went himself and went to such a dangerous place with such giants roaming there. And they saw them. And nothing happened to them. So why don't you see that Kadosh Baruch Hu protects? What are you complaining about? A mashal. I met a very fine person. He didn't have a chinuch. He grew up in Russia. And he has very strong emunah, and he loves to hear classes. He puts on tefillin. He tries Shabbat as much as possible, but he didn't have a chinuch. So he told me today an unbelievable story. He says his father not religious. How did they get out? His father made shoes and went around selling them. The government heard about that. They wanted to send him away for 10 years to Siberia. It's against the law to have your own business. That's against the Russian economy. So he was a man, worked day and night, made shoes with his hands. And he had a whole bunch of people that he supported. And after they made a bunch of shoes, they went into a truck and drove around to sell the shoes. The government heard about it. They called him into the court. Yeah. Listen to the story. And they're such Rishayim, they didn't even send a policeman after him. He was called in on his own. But he was in court and he knew it looked bad for him. So they had a break. After 2 hours in court, they had a break. They gave a break, and then he was supposed to come back. No one watched him. He goes out in the park, and he sees that it's bad.
Said what?
That they're gonna give him a mishpat of 10 years in Siberia. So he goes. He starts looking how much money he has. He's missing 3 rubles to be able to get onto the train. 3 rubles.
He wants to run away.
He wants to run away. No one's watching him. It's a 2-hour break.
No family?
What?
No family?
He has a son, he has a wife, he came on his own. They called him into court. So he thought they're calling him, they give him a fine. Comes into court, he sees that they want to send him away. And they gave him a break. But you see, they're ashamed. They didn't even watch him. So he went out into the park, ate what he ate, and then he counts the money, he's missing 3 rubles. All of a sudden the wind comes, and 3 rubles hits the gate that he's sitting by. He's sitting by a gate, hits the gate. He takes these 3 rubles, he runs to the train, gets onto the train, yeah, and heads to his father-in-law, where he lives. And his father-in-law had clout in the. So so his father said, "You have to get out of the country." So he got him out of the country, him, and the reason why he's here is because of those 3 rubles. Morris, you heard the story? You told me over now.
Oh, that happened to him? That's him?
His father.
His father. Wow.
His father took him out. They went to Israel, and from Israel they came back here, and he's here.
And a non-believer?
He's a believer,
Believer.
but to be Mekayim mitzvot. So what? He had no chinuch, and his father is a believer.
It's not in their Masorah.
You could see and not see. He knows this Torah. He wants to hear Torah. He loves to hear Torah. You can see and not see. We are mechonach that it's not good enough that you believe. You have to be mekayem. You have to be a little more than asot. He's happy that he's a believer. He gave me all shmuz what Torah is. He says Torah taught the world so many good things. Thousands of good things the Torah taught. And he loves to hear a class. And he was discussing the class. No. You were saved by an unbelievable act from Bari Olam. You can see, and you can see in your eyes.
That's the flip side, the mushroom.
No, I don't like to say that pasuk. You know why? Because that's going on Bali of the Avodah Zarah. Even us, I'm talking about us. We can see things that the Baruch is doing for us, and we can forget about it in no time. Nisim guyim HaKadosh Baruch Hu do v'yu nes galui. Okay, you know. Sure, when it happens, you're all excited. But then it goes by a little while. The Briskerov said, what's called a nes, a true nes, if the nes motivates you to get better. If you see a nes, you say, thank you, Bari Olam, thank you, but you stay the same, no motivation, nothing to make better, that's not a nes. A nes is, sure it's a nes, it's not an ordinary, but a nes, what HaKadosh Baruch Hu meant for you, is something that motivates you. Why don't you see? Why did they come back to say there's giants there? Giants, but you look at this one man went all alone, and the other giants, did they touch him? Did they touch you? You know, they said we were like grasshoppers. Did they put their foot down on top of you? They're going to put down the fact, and then it will be over. They didn't do that. They let you go. So why didn't you see it? No, we were like grasshoppers. We were weak. What are you doing weak? But here you see Bari Olam. And this is a lesson for us. We see in our life unbelievable things happen. Do we get from it sure, the Shat Ma'aseh, wow. But do we get emunah? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? But you should know, I'm so proud of Klal Yisrael, and you can't imagine. I was yesterday visiting an individual, very chashuv person. I don't say his name, people know who he is. Very chashuv person. But right now he's in a matzav that he has no place where to go.
No what?
No place where to go. Only to stay in the home. But the home is not for him. He has children. He has grandchildren. He has his own house. But he needs someone. So comes in a lady, an older lady, and she brings him grapes. He doesn't like the food. They're not eating. She brings him grapes. This lady comes every day to visit the patients, to give them chizuk, and she's walking with a walker. And she brings grapes, cake, these things to give. Mi kamcha Yisrael. She doesn't get a penny for it.
Wow.
I told the story, my implant got loose. I had 3 speaking engagements that night when it got loose. So every time I thought, push it back in its place. I was afraid to go to sleep because it would come out and I would swallow it. Chas v'shalom. What do I do? It's 10:30. Take it out myself. I was afraid I would maybe break the thing. I tell my wife, Min Shemaim, to tell me call up the dentist. I call him up. 10:30 at night. He says, I'll be in the office in 5 minutes. Come over to the office. So I thought he would take it off. 40 minutes he worked to put it back, fix it. 10:30 at night to 10 after 11. Didn't charge a penny. His wife was waiting for him outside in the car. His wife was waiting for him outside in the car because she had to drive him home. 40 minutes she waited for him to take care of me.
Give him baracha.
Why, he doesn't drive himself?
No, he's already elder, he doesn't drive. Sure, I gave him a bracha. You're not kidding. I want to bring you out, Mikam Chai Yisrael. That's what I want to bring you out. The beauty of our nation. What I mean to say is, we have to see the beauty of our nation. You can see beautiful things being done, and you're critical.
If Morris did that, you would do it for him? That's my question. Thank you.
See, that's the negative twist the rabbis told me about.
That's exactly what I'm talking
The
about.
negative twist.
Ayin ra. You gotta see ayin tova. It's about your outlook. It's not about the circumstance. It's about the outlook. See the positive. Yeah.
So what do you have to learn from this? Learn Torah, become a Talmud Chacham.
And then he'll do it for you.
And then
And then it'll for you. That's it. That's it.
It's gonna take a few years in the filling out of the beer.
That's what I'll take out of it.
That's what you should take out.
Yes.
Right. That's it. It's 100% what you said. 100%. But maybe we have to learn what learning is all about. The reward of learning. A dentist will take care of you. A doctor takes care of you free. Everything. But you have to see it.
Yes.
And you see it, you see what Torah is, you see what Klal Yisrael is. Baruch Hu v'atzlocha.